What's going on, everybody? Mrs. Like, and we are back in time. What's going on, guys? We're back here, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, today I've got an interesting one. I'm sure you saw a topic. Are men unfairly treated, or do men get unfairly treated? What do you think is the position of men in society? You know, we're always here to make Nigerian men great again.
I got money.
But you agree with me the fact that men do not get the same treatment that women get. Now, most times women are going to come out here and say, "Oh, this happened to us, inequality, blah blah blah." But you know what? Let's not get to the main topic right now. You also know what we love to do here. We've got Nigerian Awa. And Nigerian Awa today, you're going to see what happens when the lady hugs you. I know most of you need this warm embrace from the woman, but take care, guys. Something crazy could happen. And you're going to see what's going on in Nigeria. So do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button. Comment if you want to and subscribe, even if you do not want to. So the first session, Nigerian Awa.
This country now, yo lo 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 lo. This country now, this country now.
Alright, welcome to Nigerian Awa. We don't have so much for here today, but I'm going to show you something. Now, lady arrested for allegedly snatching a man's private part in Egbeda, Lagos. How a woman did this is what I want to understand. Let's see. So it says she hugged the guy in my area this morning and his manhood disappeared. Let's roll the tape.
Come see the girl. Come see her for you.
So I can't really see the girl, but it seems she's in between someone here. Yeah. Okay. So apparently this is the lady who hugged the guy and his willy disappeared indeed. I don't understand what's going on in Nigeria. I don't understand basically. Listen, I don't know, I'm not going to go on with this, but I don't know, Nigerians and Nigeria as a whole. I know this could be happening. I've seen situations where people give a handshake or I've heard of situations where people give a handshake and really disappeared. Well, in this situation now, what can we really say is going on? Could it be that maybe the girl is just attacked for nothing? Maybe she did something else and maybe this was just lying. But that's not my business. Let's go to the second and final Nigerian Awa for today. I don't want to belabor this whole point, guys. Let's see. This says this is not a horror movie. This is Nigeria, where life is short and brutish, where dreams are killed. This is Nigeria for our dreams. So what's going on exactly in this video, you may ask me? You can see people right here. No, they are not begging for the blood of Jesus Christ. They are not looking up onto his glory. Rather, they are begging for food. Listen, man. See, this is really sad, man. Listen.
I'm angry. I swear to God, my anger can build 4-story building.
I don't talk so much about politics in get. Once in a while, we yap the government. You know what I mean?
Look, I yap them. Yeah. I yap them.
Once in a while, we yap the government, but you agree with me that there's a lot of suffering going on in Nigeria. And now apparently we have a war going on in Nigeria. Or there's no war exactly. Some sort of people took over the government there by military style. The way elections are hijacked here, civil style. But now we have this problem going on here in Nigeria. But what does our president say he wants to do? He's thinking about to go and fight the war for them there in Nigeria. There is no war. Face the problem in Nigeria. People are hungry, man.
I'm angry. I swear to God, my anger can build 4-story building.
Now, who believe that they will live their life and get to an old age like this? Just look at this man here. Look at this woman here. Look at these old people here. And they will believe that they go to a stage whereby they are fighting for 1.5 kg bag of rice or curry. Think about it. In the Western world, people work, get to their retirement point, and they know that their pension starts working for them. These people had nothing to fall back to. When this whole oil started booming, they started sharing the money of Nigerians with politicians, this to that, that to that, this to that. Everybody sharing their money. People were left to suffer. And this is what we're seeing now. Listen, guys, get your bread up, man. Start thinking what to do. Otherwise, let this not be your own end. Join my Telegram group where we give Binance future signal. Just little grift. I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not gonna watch these guys, but basically, see, Ninja, now wow.
This country now, yo lo 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 lo. This country now, this country now.
All right, time for the main event. I thought you guys were gonna rush through this one. I'm getting too long on this now. 5 minutes. Listen, there has been, or I would say that men have been unfairly treated since time memorial. Or probably we have times where the gender balance was equal, the culture was preserved, the men knew their role and the women knew their role. This is not a misogynist statement. But over time, when we started picking up this whole ideology of women are feeling like this and that, men began to suffer the brunt of all this. Men began to be unfairly treated. What am I trying to say? Now, ladies will come here and say they need this equality treatment. But what you don't understand that most of the treatment that they get, that they are seeing is misogynistic treatment, is actually treatment that protects them. Now you might wonder, Mrs. Sly, why are you sounding angry? Listen, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to pull up a video right here that's going to show you what a lady is doing to a man, which I must have seen the topic. What she was saying to him, and guys, trust me, I was pissed off when I saw this. Now, this content here says, meanwhile. So we have a man here, and we have a budu, a lady. Let's see what she's telling him. Just 5 seconds.
Come touch my breast. Come touch my breast. Touch my breast. Touch my breast. Come touch my breast. Come touch my breast. Touch my breast. Touch my.
Can you imagine what she's saying? Can you imagine what she's saying? Now, you might say, Mrs. Sly, what does this have to do with feminists and inequality? I'll tell you. This is literally what we call sexual assault. The fact that she's trailing this man, taking him around in a circle and trying to get him to touch her mangoes is literally sexual assault. Let's try and imagine this in the reverse. If a guy held a lady on the street, a girl selling banana plantain or whatever, started turning around in the circle and saying, touch my mango, or sorry, touch my plantain, touch my plantain, touch my cucumber, how would the society see that? How would the society react to that? What would society say? Society would say this man has to be gotten down. If possible, they will beat him and burn him there on the road. But now we have a woman who is doing this. And what do we say? We laugh about it. Now I'm going to show you that what makes it more annoying is the police PRO made a statement on this fact, which still allows for the fact that men are unfairly treated. You're going to hear what this man said, called himself a PRO. Oh my God. The Nigerian police force. Now they come. Now let's see what the man said here. He said, I think he enjoyed it. Now, this is what the man said. I think the guy too enjoyed it, or has he complained? I've not seen anyone reporting a case of indecent assault on male. I've only seen that of indecent assault on female. I think the guys enjoyed it. How a man who called himself the public relations officer of the Nigerian police force will stand up to say a man enjoyed me assaulted? Did the man look like he was enjoying it? This guy was trying to run away from this budu, turning around in a circle while she was telling him to touch onto her mangoes. Let's just go back to the video in case you missed it.
Touch my breast. Come touch my breast. Come touch my breast. Touch my breast. Touch my breast. Come touch my breast. Come touch my breast.
Listen, are you still arguing whether or not men are unfairly treated? Are you still arguing whether or not men do not get the respect or men do not get the care that these women get? That's why a man is left on edge by the decision he makes. Everything a man says, he has to think twice, otherwise it's going to be used against him in public. It's going to be used him in court. It's going to be used against him everywhere. This man is trying to run from this budu while she's shouting, touch my mangoes. Does that make any sense? What makes it annoying is what the policeman said, but I'm not going to rehash over that or rehash over that. But now let me tell you something. You refer the fact that I'm a kickboxer. You refer the fact that I'm a cybersec guy. Don't forget I'm also a lawyer, and I'm going to show you another point which proves to you men are unfairly treated. Listen, let's see this here. Section 357 of Criminal Code defines what grape is. I'm not going to say the word like that. Any person who has unlawful carnal knowledge of a woman or girl without her consent. Now, you might say, Mr. Sly, yeah, that's cool. But let me ask you, where is the provision for a man who might be raped? There's no provision for that. That is why this policeman can come out to say that the man enjoyed it, because nobody gives a damn about men. Men are unfairly treated. We're here to make Nigeria men great again. We're here to realize that men do not get the regard, men do not get the care that these ladies say that they are not getting. When these women come to talk about inequality, they have to think twice to realize that as a man, the moment you wake up, whatever you say, whatever you put anywhere, can and will be used against you. But that's just why. That's just the fact about why we are men. Because we're going to believe that they can take it like that. The protection for the women, what then is it? I'm going to show you a post I made on Twitter as well. Now, listen. Every time I talk about dealing with drunk ladies, see what I said? I said, if a man is expected to be in control while drunk, then a woman should be expected to do better. After all, what a man can do, a woman can do better. Or is that the truth?
Nope.
I'm going to say why they say that's not the truth. Now, this post says this. Jake was drunk. Juicy was drunk. Jake and Juicy hooked up. Juicy could not consent. The next day, Jake was charged with rape. Now look at it. This guy drank and she drank. All of them, they had something to drink. They both were out of their lucid state of mind. Out of their lucid state of mind, literally. Now, both of them went on to do the two. But who gets the blame for what the other person said she didn't like? It's the man. Men are unfairly treated. It's the man who suffers as a result of hooking up with a lady when both of them indulge in the same drinking to the same level, if not higher, because the men usually tend to drink more than the woman. So she's even in a more lucid state than he is. But what happens? The man goes down for it. I'm going to round up with this video here, which I'm not going to interrupt. It's a sad one. I'll show you. Once again, men are unfair treated in this world. This is my post. Let's look at the video.
It's the surveillance footage that holds the key to clearing this college student of rape.
I'm very grateful for these surveillance tapes.
University of Southern California student MNMGA was accused of sexually assaulting a 19-year-old student in her dorm room. They met at this club near campus, but Armand says his accuser was the aggressor, coming on to him the moment she saw him.
She put her arms around my neck, she started kissing me.
Right away.
Within 2 minutes of us meeting for the first time.
He says she wanted to leave the club and have sex with him. We blurred her face to protect her identity. Surveillance footage outside shows her making a sexual gesture to her friend behind Armand's back. They then headed to her dorm. You can see her signing in and reaching her hand out, leading him to the elevator. Armand says the two of them were having sex in her dorm room here on campus when her roommate walked in on them. He says he left thinking everything was fine, but got the shock of his life hours later when police showed up at his door.
They handcuffed me and they took me away. They locked me up in a cell.
Prosecutors charged the 20-year-old with rape, claiming the female student was too drunk to give consent. In a recorded statement, she told detectives she didn't remember anything from that night.
That is me making a gesture.
Okay, do you remember doing that?
No, I don't.
But Armand says she knew exactly what she was doing, and the sex was consensual.
She was the initiator, she was the aggressor. She was able to stand on her own 2 feet. She was leading the way.
Did you sexually assault her?
No, I did not.
Throughout the ordeal, Armand's parents stood by his side.
Thank God that there are surveillance cameras.
Then came the moment Armand was hoping for. Based on the surveillance videos, a judge dismissed the case, issuing this ruling. I believe that there was consent. There is very strong indication that the alleged victim in this case was the initiator.
Man, I decided not to interrupt that at all, so you guys can watch it all through. But now I'm going to ask you once again. Do you think men are fairly treated?
Nope.
I don't know what to say again, but I'm out.